Hey, it's Glenn the Ball Chef. Thanks for stopping by. Tonight we're putting together something special. We're putting together a incredible beef and bean burrito with homemade salsa rojo. It's going to be fantastic. You'll love it. So without any further ado, let's go into my kitchen and let's make some magic. If you want to do this right, soak those beans overnight. 16 ounces, that's what it is. And then we're coming to the chili pods. These are dried chili pods, the California. Gotta take the stems off, absolutely. Gotta take the stems off. These are dried peppers, and the key to this is to get them completely hydrated. It may take 2 or 3 hours. You can do it the night before, but after you get all the chilies in there, they will look like this. And what you want to do is you want to open up these peppers and take the seeds out. You don't want the seeds in there. They're not going to be good in the sauce. And I don't know what that is, but we're going to get that out of there. I'm just going to wash all this off. One of the things I might mention is you want to save this liqueur, less the seeds of course, because we'll be using this later in the cooking process for this salsa. Now these little guys, I just kind of squeeze them out and out comes the seeds. We'll do that with all the little chilies. And after we're done with that, well, it should probably look something like that. There you are. Now, get the big knife out. 1, 2, there you go. Get the garlic. We're going to use a emulser blender, so you don't really need to make some fancy chop on these onions and garlic. Just kind of get them down to a point where they'll blend up nicely in the sauce. So we got 1 Spanish onion. What was that, about 7 cloves of garlic, something like that. Love that garlic. Love that knife. Beans are cooking nice. They're going strong. Okay, put a little bit of olive oil in there. Use any kind of cooking oil, really. Bring that up to heat. And we throw the onions in there and the garlic. And got a nice shirt there for you. So we're just gonna cook up the onions and garlic until they're translucent. Let those set aside. Throw in a little bit of cumin. Cumin está bueno, but no mucho. That's what the Mexicans say. That means just a little bit of cumin, but not much. And we're gonna salt this down. Not too much, but just a little bit. Give that a stir around the block, of course. Then we're going to take some cayenne pepper, because I don't believe for a minute that those chilies are all that spicy. They certainly have a lot of flavor to them. Now that we've got that in there, we're going to take that reserve that I was talking about earlier, put that in there, and then about 8 ounces of tomato sauce. We're going to cook this down along with our peppers for about 15 minutes until everything's kind of infused. Then we're going to take a emulsion blender and just start working on this sauce. Salsa Rojo. This is the red sauce, man. This is what makes this whole burrito the burrito it is. And as you keep going and working on it with this immersion blender, you're going to have something that looks like this. A silky smooth, homemade red sauce. People down at El Paso would cry if they saw me making this. It's just too darn easy. But it really makes the burrito. And you can't beat homemade. I mean, it is easy. Just open up a can and just dump it on top of your burrito. But it sure isn't going to give it the effect that I'm going to give you here. So spin that around until everything is just where I want it to be. Then we're going to go over here, check on our beans. And like I said, you want to salt them at the very end. Salt them in early, they're going to get tough, and you're not going to like tough beans. So these beans are nice and soft. They soaked overnight. They've been cooking for about an hour. Now we take our immersion blender, and we're going to whip these beans into a creamy, refried bean. Vegetarian style, of course. Sometimes I put pork in there, but some people don't like pork. I'm just doing the stretch with this veggie. And then I just let these kind of simmer until they're the smoothie beans that I want them to be. Now, we're going to cook up our carne de taco, which is just chopped up. I'm not really sure the cut of meat, but that's what they call it down at the Mexican grocery store. Carne de taco. And we need to brown this off. A little bit of olive oil I put in. I don't know if I caught that. Hit it with a little bit of garlic salt. I'd say maybe 3/4 of a tablespoon will do. And as that goes in there, we'll put a little bit more cumin in there. No mucho. No bueno. Okay. And as this cooks along, it should look, oh, forgot the salt. Darn it. I always forget stuff. Not too much. Maybe half teaspoon. Stir that again. Cook that down until it's well done. Now, I'm going to take the reserve from our chilies that we just did, and then we're going to put in, oh, now we're getting ready to put the burrito together. Everything's prepared. Take our refried beans, silky smooth, baby. Those are vegetarian refried beans. They're not really refried, but they're just creamy beans. Then we're going to take our carne de taco. This gives us our beef and bean burrito, as I said in the beginning. Put that to the side, and then just going to roll this bad boy up. Don't use Velveeta cheese. Let's get some carne saco. It's Mexican cheese. Queso duro. Hard cheese. You can use mozzarella or Monterey Jack, whatever you like. And then we pour this lovely salsa rojo, smother these burritos out, and then of course we're going to doll it up with nothing better than some fresh Haas avocados. Just lay these up here, lay them up any way you want. You put some lettuce on there, you can do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, certainly made something special here. That's for sure. All right, folks, we did it. We put together not only the salsa rojo, homemade, out of some rehydrated peppers, made some incredible refried beans, and cooked up that carne de taco. Oh my God. Roll it all up in this burrito, smother it out with that salsa rojo, creamy beans, use some Mexican cheese, a little avocado on top, and this, my friends, is what's for dinner. So let's give it a bite and see if what I created, which I know is going to be good because I've made this many times. Go right here. Too spicy? I don't think so. Is it going to be delicious? I think so. You can tell those people down in El Paso that their red sauce sucks. If you want to make a good burrito, a good salsa rojo, make it homemade. It's much better. The beef, the beans, everything is spot on. The Mexican cheese, avocado. Can't be anything wrong with this, but if you think there is, you can tell me why in the comments. I'd love to see a big thumbs up if you like it. I'm looking for love, folks. I'm trying to build my channel back up. It's hard out there in YouTube land. I need some love. I need some new subscribers. Please help me. I'm begging you. At any rate, I really appreciate you stopping by my kitchen and seeing what I'm doing. And I hope you like it. And if you do, please give me a comment. Certainly appreciate that. And as always, bon appetit.